Hey guys, Stacy here. We grow again. I'm outside with my succulents, and today I wanted to show you some tips and tricks of mine to identify underwatering and overwatering. Now they can look similar, and it's really hard sometimes to tell on different kinds of succulents. So I have two echeverias here. I'm not sure the exact name, but I know they're echeveria family. They grow in a rosette. These are ghosties. I had just planted these up in their own pot the other day. And because I watered, I wanted to show you guys, because I watered right away. Now, I didn't disturb the root system too much, but because I gave it a little drink right away, it's starting to become overwatered. And you can see them bottom leaves there. They kind of look translucent compared to the top. Now, one way you can tell they're overwatered is your leaves. This is a little baby I had out here, will start falling off with just a slight little bump. I mean, this whole side fell off, and that should not be happening towards the middle of your succulent here. You can tell just how much came off. So I have a half of a succulent now. Now I can get this to come back because it hasn't really shown much. Oh, maybe I can't, because there goes the middle of it. When that happens all the way to the middle, I usually just propagate the leaves. Just go like this. See how easy that broke apart, guys? I know a lot of you are heartbroken right now, as well as I am. But just each leaf, before they get full of water and popped and just no good propagate, take your good leaves that were still on there, and these will make babies. This is a California sunset, and these propagate like crazy. I mean, from little leaves they propagate. And I've propagated these 2-3 times over with the same leaf. This is one example of one that I had propagated. It pushed out a baby. I popped the baby off, and then it pushed out another one. So I'm going to take this leaf off, and then we're good to go. So just propagate them leaves. Just sit them on a dry counter for about 24 hours before you stick them on some dry soil, and only water when you start seeing roots if you're starting to propagate your succulent leaves. My motto is no roots, no water. I love propagating succulents, and it's so easy to do. And then what will happen is you'll get little babies to grow out of the base of that leaf, just like those. So I'm starting to get all my trays together, and I just really wanted to show you what was going on. This is a sign that you should back off just a little bit on the watering. Now, echeverias with these thick leaves, they really don't require too much water. I water this gal maybe once every 6 to 7 days. Now, you cannot quote people on the watering schedule. It's going to be different depending on the climate you're in. Is it raining? Is it humid? What zoning you're in? What succulent you have? If it's the right succulent for your zoning area, the type of soil your succulent is in is the #1 main reason succulents rot. Because if you have a really muddy soil and not sandy mix, like my succulent soil mix or any succulent soil mix, you can buy it in the store already pre-made. I like to use my own succulent soil mix from the store with some Coco Loco potting soil I have, and then I throw perlite in there with it. I have tons of videos on how to make that soil for your little succulents. And when you start seeing this, you know, this is a sign either underwatering or overwatering. And if you're not sure, just back off on the watering. You know, take these leaves off. Now, I think this is more underwatering because look, underwatering, you get really crispy leaves like this. Overwatering, this is underwatering. You get them really crispy. You can kind of hear it. And you get the crispy leaves with the underwatering, and then that's a good thing. You want it to shed bottom leaves. That means you're watering correctly, as long as you're not losing like halfway up the plant. Then something else is wrong. But this is overwatering, and you can tell just how different they look. This is starting to ooze. You can see that juice. As soon as you touch it, look, that juice starts pouring out of there. And this was a little one I was propagating, so this is going to be no good. Look at how wet that is. And that's disgusting. So that's not going to make it. That's overwatering, and this is underwatering. Now, underwatering can also look like overwatering with the yellowing, but yellowing mostly means overwatering, as you can see. This is really nasty. It's plumpy. It's liquidy coming out of it. just really wet. And then, let me see. I want to show you guys something. This isn't, I really don't think this is overwatered because I put that crusty leaf, I plucked that crusty leaf off, and you can tell underwatering can look like overwatering. So this might have just gotten like one extra watering that it shouldn't have because it's been raining. So this one, I usually, just to give you a basic care instructions, let your soil stay dry for big succulents like this, a good 4 to 6 days between the waterings. The roots need time after you water your succulents all the way through. Soak that pot till it starts beating out of the bottom. If you have a saucer on the bottom, remove the tray after 5 minutes and you're good to go. Now, once you let that soil dry out completely to that very bottom where there's no more moisture left in there, make sure drainage for all your succulents. I don't work with non-drainage because of the overwatering problem. You don't want this because then you're going to rot out your whole succulent, guys. So once I water, I let that soil dry out completely till there's no more moisture in that soil. And that's going to vary depending on, like I said, your climate. Is it raining? Where you have them? Are they getting enough sunlight? Are they in a bigger pot? These are jade, so these are only going to need water once every 7 to 14 days maybe. In the winter, they're going to need water less, maybe once a month. So you got to go by what your succulent is doing. It'll tell you when it needs water. You know, wait for these crispy leaves to start happening. Well, not that one. That's overwatering. Wait for these crispy leaves to start happening on your succulents. And then you know it's okay to go ahead and water. See? Crispy leaves. We're good to go. There's more crispy leaves. Right down there. It's underwatering, but it's good watering because these are nice and healthy. They're plump. They're hard. You want your leaves to be nice and hard and plump, not deflated, not mushy. And I want to show you what mushy looks like because mushy can get misunderstood for underwatering. Watch what happens to the leaf, guys. See that? Pluck a leaf, and if it does that and you see that dark color starting to happen like this, you know that that is overwatered. I'm going to do another one for you so you can see it. Squeeze it, and as soon as you see that, that is overwatering. I'll show you one with a healthy leaf. Let me pluck a healthy leaf off of one of these so I can show you that that does not happen to this one. You can see it's not mushy. It didn't happen. It didn't collapse. There's no juice coming out. It didn't turn dark green when I squeezed it. See? No damage. So that's one way to tell. Just take one leaf off of the bottom of your succulent and you can tell if it needs water or not. So we're good to go on this. That was underwatering. That's normal to shed bottom leaves. Till next time, I hope that helped you in keeping your succulents healthy. Bye-bye.